In my capstone project, I'm hoping to tackle some questions related to education and school quality. Now, economists have found that there are very likely massive payoffs to investments in education, and that the cognitive skills of a population are very important for the long-run growth potential of an economy. One estimate has that if you increase the cognitive skills of a population by one standard deviation, you can increase the growth rate of the economy by about 1 percentage point per year, which over time is going to compound and turn into massive differences in levels of prosperity. And it's also going to have huge implications for state budgets and financing of education and financing of other government activities. So while it's the case that investments in education matter a lot, it's not obvious that expenditure actually has much relationship to developing cognitive skills in students. Here's a graph. On the x-axis, we have combined federal, state, and local expenditure per pupil, and it ranges from about $5,000 per pupil up to about $30,000 per pupil. So each of these dots is a school, and the position vertically on this graph is the percentage of the fifth grade students in that school that score proficient on that math assessment. As you can see, there's just a cloud here, which indicates to us that there's likely a possibility to use the resources we have and actually get more out of them and achieve better outcomes even without spending more money. You know, schools that have 75% or more of their fifth graders scoring proficient in math, what are these schools doing differently that the ones below them might be able to learn from and actually borrow some of their process and increase outcomes even without spending any more money? And so my research question is, are there things that the schools in the top quarter are doing which the schools in the bottom three quarters could learn from in order to boost student achievement? I'm hoping to answer this question using a data set from New York State. There's two data sets that I have right now. One of them is kind of a report card which gives the percentage of students in each grade at each school that are scoring proficient in math, science, and reading. And that data set also has expenditure information in it. And there's also another data set that has more qualitative evaluation of schools, which gives schools a score on dimensions like the rigor of the curriculum. Are they using research-based instruction methods? How supportive is the teaching environment? Do the principals check in regularly with the teachers and give them professional development to try to improve their teaching? There's a report that has a lot of this qualitative information that I'm hoping to merge together with this information on outcomes, student outcomes, as well as expenditures. And I'm hoping to learn something about what these lower performing schools maybe can implement, which the high performing schools are already implementing.